Text me also excited about their products or about their business. After I get their permission, I'll screenshot that conversation and then I'll post it in my stories and hashtag happy customer or hashtag winning with Mary Kay. Another thing I do love is reels. And I'll be honest, it took me a while to catch on, and I'm still not a pro, but I have had fun learning. I just create all of mine right inside of Instagram. I don't use any special apps or fancy fonts. I've learned that for me, they work best when I keep them simple, so I don't get overwhelmed myself. Another thing that I've learned to do with my reels before posting them is to make sure that you save them to your camera roll, and by doing this it allows me to upload it to Facebook and use it there too. So now anytime I do a Facebook party and I want to share one of my reels, for example my quick color look, I can either upload it from my camera roll or jump over to Instagram account and just share it directly to the group where it's going to be easily viewed within the Facebook group's newsfeed.
So smart. Those are great tips. I love that you said that you're not a pro, but you're still having fun. Trying new things, keeping it simple, and having fun are what it is all about.
All about.
So I'm sure others may be curious as well. How do you balance personal content with Mary Kay specific content?
Okay, so my Instagram and my Facebook stories are probably where I post the most frequently. And my content ratio is about half and half. So about half personal, about half Mary Kay. And I shoot for 5 to 10 stories a day. So my Instagram account is also half and half, but my personal Facebook page, that's different. So there I focus more on personal content with a 90-10 ratio. So about 90% personal and 10% Mary Kay. While my VIP group is the exact opposite. So my content within that group is going to be about 90% Mary Kay and 10% personal. So in that group, I also do what the queen of Facebook parties, I know you guys have heard of her, Executive Senior Sales Director Jen Bessiker, she taught us to do, which is to schedule 3 posts a day. So 1 good morning post, 1 personalized product post, and then 1 fun engagement post. And this formula is really magical when it's done consistently. And I also find that that personalized product post doubles as great content for my stories as well.
That is magic.
Yes.
Certainly a magical formula. You've shared, oh, it's getting applause, I think. You've shared so many great tips. We could have you here all day, but they won't let us. So what would you say to someone new to social?
I would say that consistency trumps content when it comes to social media. So I encourage my new team members not to focus too much on being perfect, but to focus on being consistent. And so your content will get better the more you show up. And if you're new to this, just start with 1 platform, whichever one you're most comfortable with, like Facebook. Create that private customer group where you can start sharing products that you love with the people that you know right away. Another thing that I recommend is posting frequently in your stories. So many of the stories that I post happen in real time, which means I'm not overthinking it or planning too far ahead. A lot of the time it's me holding or using or wearing a product that I love. And I also like to remind people to really just keep your focus on connecting and sharing. So connect with your audience and share what you love and share what you've learned. Do it with consistency and a personal touch, and then just watch it all blossom from there.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I hope you have loved the beginning of our meeting. Oh my goodness, I have to turn my camera on, sorry. Anyway, I want to welcome all of you guys to Tuesday Night Live. I'm so excited that you're here because the company is selling out of holiday faster than they expected. They knew stuff was going to sell out, but because of that, they have decided to early release new products. So you're going to get to see tonight a little sneak peek. We're also going to talk a little bit about strategy for selling in December because not December, October. I don't even know what month it is, but it's so important, you guys, that you find a way to weave Mary Kay into your already busy life. Who would consider their life pretty busy? Anybody aside from me? I don't even have kids at home or anything. Okay. So Janine's busy. We're the only 2. Nobody else is busy. Okay. So a whole bunch of you are busy. Okay. So, oh, my little computer is raising my hand for me. Why is it doing that? Okay. Must be, AI. They know when my hand goes up. Anyway, I'm just really excited. I'm going to share with you guys some stuff tonight. We're going to spend a few minutes talking about Okay, so you have your October calendar of Mary Kay. You have your busy life, your family, kids, grandkids, maybe another job, your social life, whatever. And you're trying to mesh the two. You've got a sales goal. So how do you fit it in? How do you feel like people are chasing you instead of you chasing people? And then we're going to talk a little bit about leads and boards, because I have our boards app. It is not totally set up, but we are working on it. Every day I add more stuff. But if you have the boards app, if you are not in my unit, I'm happy to send you the link. What I just don't want is our link for our unit, because it's all our private contests and all that sent like all over God's green earth. But I'm totally good that you all have it. It is so easy. Like I had a gal today say to me, oh, do you have the flyer for that? And rather than go back to Facebook and find it, I went to boards, opened it, copied it, sent it. It was like that fast. So I'm excited to share all that with you guys. I have to share with you a really quick goal. By the way, my name is Diane Covington, if you don't already know that. So I asked Brenda Billington, one of my offspring in North Carolina, if she'd be a running partner with me. I said, I'm looking for someone who will hold me accountable, who will also be accountable. We committed to each other. This is our goal. Now, this is big, but I'm telling you guys this because it makes me want to throw up, but I have to be accountable to you guys too. So my goal is to sell $5,000 retail this month. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but that's my goal, to do at least 40 new faces and a gold medal. So that's adding a minimum of 5 people to my team, selling 5,000 retail, and then doing a minimum of 40 faces. So it's not going to happen overnight, but it's already, what is it, the 3rd of the month? And so I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I need to get more parties booked. So I booked 2 more parties today. These are all with new people who don't really know me. They're from like an event that I did a couple months ago. And then one was a booking from an event that I just did. So what my focus is tomorrow morning is I have an hour and a half window between chamber meetings and stuff in Concord. So I'll be sitting in my car and working in my car. And so I took a list of my PCP, and I just, without prejudging, I took a pink pen and I put a little star next to anybody who I thought, if I lost them as a customer, I would be really sad, because I either really like them or they're very connected to me. We talk, or I've been servicing them for a while. Whatever the reason is, I would be really sad if I lost them as a client. So I put a little star next to, and it came up to 14 people's names. So those are going to be my first 14. Now I have a lot of customers, but those are like, the ones that like, how are you? And then they spend $200 or $300, and you all know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to reach out to all 14 people tomorrow and say, I need your help. And if you're not interested, who can you forward me to? Because again, it's all about referrals, right? And I'm going to ask them if they'd be willing to help me reach my 60 face goal, because between last month and this month, I want to do over 60 faces for the company's anniversary. And I'm just going to say to them, here's the deal. You get a $150 shopping spree at half off, and you are exactly what I'm looking for. Are you interested? Before I give them like, the blah, blah, blah detail, I'm just like, are you interested? Because if they say no, then it's like, okay, thanks anyway, kind of thing. I had a customer today I reached out to, and she spent over $275 on a reorder, which is great. And then I threw it out to her. And I said, well, Katie, I said, you're already buying all this product anyway. And she usually does quite a bit of Christmas shopping with me for the holidays. And I asked her, and she said, actually, she goes, I'm up for that. She goes, they don't have to live local, right? I said, if you want to do the party virtual, no. And she says, okay. She goes, when I see you tomorrow, when you make a delivery, let's pick a date. I'm like, okay, great. Again, you guys, you have to be the one with the goal and the vision, because you can't paint that picture for them if you can't see the picture. Does that make sense? So if you can't see it, they can't see it. Now, there are times in my career, and I'm sure Lori can attest to this as well, where things don't go according to plan. You have a hostess who forgets she booked a party, or you have the team member who joins and vaporizes, like they get a kit and they disappear, or whatever. And you have no control over that. So what I would say to you, if you don't want to get emotionally frustrated, which I can't imagine anybody wants to do that, but if you don't, you have to learn, what do you have control over and what do you not have control over? Okay. So in the chat section, really quick, I'm just going to do a super quick exercise. What I'd love you guys to do is put in the chat section what you have no control over. And I'm gonna throw out the first one is whether people return my phone call. I have no control over whether they return my phone call. So what are the other things that you have no control over? Type away. I'm dying to know. What are some things that you have no control over? Mine was whether or not they return your call. Could be the weather. Okay. I'm thinking more Mary Kay related, but that's fine. That's totally good. Oh my God, you guys, death. People answering your phone, call, or text. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Janine. meeting new people. So you have a little bit of control over that. So I'm not going to, Sandy, I'm not going to totally throw that out. Okay. Ghosting me. Okay. So another thing, you have no control over who buys at your party, correct? You don't know who's going to buy. You have no control who shows up at your party because they could choose to not show up either in person or virtual, right? What else? Whether people will have furniture to sit on. That's because Kim did a party where they had no furniture and she had to sit on the floor. Okay. That's a good one, Kim. I like that.
I bet there's a lot of people around the world who do their skincare on the floor. Just saying.
Oh, probably absolutely. Sells at events. Yeah, thank you for that, Vanessa. You have no control over how much people buy, whether they buy, right? You have no control over how about people's mood? Do you have control over their mood?
No.
Nope. What else do we have no control over? Their pocketbook. Exactly. Thank you for that, Jen. Selling at events, leads from boxes. Yeah, you put out a facial box. You have no control over whether somebody puts their name in there or not. What else do we not have any control over? Whether your team member earns her pink ring or does a kickoff party. You can influence, but it's totally her decision, right? Sickness, their pocketbook. Okay, so let's change the wheels. Let's talk about what do you have control on? So everybody, I want everybody to type in at least one thing. What do you have control of? And I'll throw out the first one. I have control over how many phone calls I make. I can decide I'm making 5 phone calls, 10 phone calls, whatever. And I have the ability to control how many phone calls I make. Whether they answer the phone, I don't have control over. Whether they're positive, happy, or whatever, no control. But I do have control over how many calls I make. Okay. So responding to question text. So you have control over your calendar, your emotions. Good one on that one, Jen. Absolutely. Your calendar. I love that, Vanessa. Thank you for that. How many facial boxes I put out? Exactly. Your schedule? Exactly. Having parties? Absolutely. How many people you share the Mary Kay career opportunity with? You have control over that, right? Whether or not you sign up for a holiday boutique, you have control over that. You either do one or you don't do one. Follow-up, absolutely, Connie. Good one for that. Having parties. Thank you for that, Carrie. So those are things you have control over. Guess what else you have control over? Your mood, your disposition, your mindset, how you think, the goals you set. Going to Mary Kay events, exactly. How to present your products, 100%. Phone calls, how you coach, exactly. How to present your products, working your business, all of those things. So here's if you guys want to have one of the most less stressful, this is probably a grammatical disaster, but if you want to have one of the least stressful weeks of your life, right, then I want you to focus on this list. This is actually a coaching technique that I do outside of Mary Kay. If people ever ask me for any private coaching, is focusing on what you have control over and what you don't have control over. Like, I know my goal is 5,000 retail, right? My goal is 40 faces. I know that if I get 12 parties under my belt, the gold medal will happen. Do I have control over who says yes to me? No, but I control over how many people I share with, what information I share with. I have control over how I close them. I have control over how I paint the picture. Does that make sense? So focus on all the things you have control over and all the things you don't, like whether she buys or not. It's like, let it go, like literally let it go, because it will come back to 100-fold. I promise you. When we go to an appointment with dollar signs in our eyes, gang, it never works. Trust me. It's a disaster. So anyway, so I appreciate you guys can keep typing in things. Absolutely. Who wrote that? Jen Goss. You can control your smile, eye contact, and how you present yourself. Love that. Kim, time management. Exactly. You guys are so good at this. How many cards and with follow-up and with each persistent, absolutely. Going to Mary Kay events, you have control over whether you go to retreat. Now, if you've got a surgery scheduled or you've got a family wedding, I get that. But you do have control over whether you go. For a lot of us, it's a choice. Is it always convenient? No, it's my birthday weekend. I actually had tickets bought to go to Hawaii with my girlfriends because when we were going to go last year, I got COVID. So they all went without me. So I was home. They were all in Hawaii. So now they said, do you want to go? I said, let's go the weekend of my birthday. And then Janice scheduled retreat. So I canceled my trip to Hawaii because I'd rather be in Cambria with all of you. I know, crazy, right? No, I'm just kidding. No, but that's seriously, that's how important Cambria is to me. So I'd love to introduce Lori Lagerstrom, my amazing offspring from Woodland. And Lori, do you want to share with us the one, because I already shared my goal for October. Do you want to share your goal or what you're most excited about?
Yes, I would love to. I can't. Well, what I'm looking forward to is hearing how, and we've heard some of it, how you are going to accomplish the goals that you set out to do.
Oh, I got a plan, believe me.
Okay, good. Yes, well, we still need to get a couple more people. I say need to. I would love to have a couple more people at Cambria because this is the last time.
Not only that, but we've got 2 people from corporate coming out. I mean, you guys, this is a really big deal. Jillian Ortega is a national that had to retire due to health issues. She has a heart condition and she retired way before 65. She is a phenomenal trainer. She came to this country with literally a $20 bill in her pocket and a job to be an au pair nanny, which she didn't even know if that was going to work out. And now she's a multimillionaire in Mary Kay. So all I can tell you is that she understands what it's like to come from nothing. And she's going to be one of the main trainers there. So, and here Kelly Collins, like it's going to be phenomenal. If you were in my unit and you go and you don't absolutely think it was a pivotal moment for you, I'll give you half your money back. Like I want you there that bad. Like not going is not an option. And I'm preaching to the choir because I think everybody on here is going except for Magda because she lives out of state. But anyway, all right. So
but in addition, I don't know if that I could do 40 faces just because I have interesting health stuff going on. Hello, where'd you go?
I'm just changing my camera. So go ahead.
Okay. But I would love to find at least 5 new. Yes, I need to find 5 new unit members. So I need to go for that gold medal as well. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking for, and so thank you for that, Lori. And so I'm looking for 13 unit members. So if 5 of them come from me, that means that I need to have 8 come from the unit. So if I have 8 people who want to get 1, or if I have somebody who would like to get into a red jacket, I know Magda, we are so close to getting all 3 of your girls active. I don't see any reason why we can't do your red jacket debut next Tuesday. Kim, you're the same. I mean, some of you guys have got a couple new team members. Vanessa, I know you're new, but I wouldn't surprise me if you had 3 team members by next week. So let's just rock it, you guys, because women are out there looking to make money. They said that 60, oh my God, I heard it on the news. And I thought, I don't need to write that down. I'll remember. And I should never say that to myself because I'm at the age where I don't even remember why I go downstairs half the time. 67%, I think it was a little more, 66, 67% of people right now are looking for a way to make extra money for the holidays. That means if you stop 10 women on the street, 6 of the 10 are going to say, yes, I'm looking for a way to make money. Retail is not the way. Retail, you sell your soul, you're on their hours, long hours on your feet, and you make no money. So again, that means that if you shared it with 10, yes, you're going to get 4 no's, but are you going to stop after the 4 no's? You're going to go to the 5th person because their chances are they'll be the yes.
Right.
You don't know what you don't know. You have no control over that, but you do have control over how many you share it with.
Okay. So Diane, and I apologize. Something is weird with my Facebook at this moment, but we do have a contest that our national is doing, and we get the privilege of hearing from Ann Newberry when we get at least 1 new team member and the 600 wholesale. There it is. Thank you for pulling that up. Thank you.
And this woman at the time she retired was the #1 national globally, like global all of Mary Kay. She is petite in stature. She almost sounds like Mary Kay. She is a soft, sweet voice, but you guys, she is a tough cookie. So Janice had her at the Mary Kay seminar, and one of Janice's consultants in Germany walked up to Ann, or Ann was standing there, and she says, Janice is counting on you to become a director. And she goes, I'm going to try. And Ann Newberry took the girl's hand in her hand and said to her seriously to her face, well, sweetheart, that's not going to be good enough. And then patted her on the hand. And then the girl just stood there like wide-eyed, like, what? So what she's saying is, I'm going to try doesn't work. That's like, you're either going to pick up the coffee cup on the table in front of you or you're not. You're not going to try to pick up the cup. You're either going to pick it up or you're not. So every one of you guys, you can either decide to qualify for this call or not. If you decide to qualify for the call, you're all in. You're thinking, I need to figure out how to sell 300 a week and add a new team member. Gang, if you share the opportunity and ask 5 people, at least one's going to say yes. Share with 5, sell 300 a week, you're automatically in. Like, this isn't hard. And I'm going to post some clips of Ann Newberry. Some of you have heard of Ann Newberry. Just speaking really quick, maybe it's Carrie McCurdy. Who of you have heard from Ann Newberry? Who have ever heard her speak? Jen Gosh, you've heard her speak? Kim, you have? Okay. A few of you guys have. So she is just an icon. Like, and directors don't get carte blanche. We have to do it too. We have to add a team member and sell 1,200. So, I get it. So, all right. So without further ado, thank you guys for all your suggestions in the chat. I really, really appreciate you putting that in there. What I'd love to do right now is type in the chat your sales since last Tuesday and any new faces that you did. And while you're doing that, I'd love to introduce you to one of my newest team members. Vanessa, are you able to come on camera or not? You don't have to if you don't want to, babe.
She's got a very cute picture.
I know she does. So Vanessa was a part of my unit years ago, and not too long ago went out of Mary Kay. And I've kind of had her in the back of my mind, and she and I touched base, and she goes, I thought about coming back in. She's expecting her first baby. And she and her husband just moved to kind of a rural area. And I'm just super excited to have her back. We just set the date for her kickoff party. She's got her flyer out. She's getting the word out. Vanessa, do you want to share anything like why you decided to come back into Mary Kay or what you're most excited about? I know I totally didn't like prep you for this, but I don't know if you're even able to unmute.
She said she wasn't ready to, but I don't know if that also means unmuting. I don't know.
Hello. Can you hear
there
me?
you are, babe.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it's
Sorry, I'm learning to navigate.
Good.
I'm on my iPad and I do have low vision and the iPad doesn't light up the screen. So I was trying to figure out how to unmute it.
You're totally good, sweetie. So tell everybody a tiny bit about you and why did you decide to come back into Mary Kay?
I decided to rejoin because I'm moved to a new area. I'm out in the valley now. I'm not in the city. I used to live in the Bay Area my whole life, and then I lived in LA for a couple of years during college. So I've always been in like a sitting environment. So being out here, I'm able to become a stay-at-home mom, and I'm having an adjustment period. So I needed something to do and also feel I'm contributing and not just my husband working all the time. And he's been supportive since day one whenever I try to do an adventure. So he's a really big supportive part of my team. And, he said if I wanted to do it again, to go ahead and do it again. And of course, I have a really good, oh God, I forgot the terms. I have a lot of customers that were just texting me saying, are you signed up again? I had told them I was moving a couple months ago. So they are all waiting for me. I have loyal customers and
Nice.
of both genders. So they were all waiting for me to sign up. Yay. So it was a push to be motivated, the push to get off the couch, to get out of my little spot. So this is just bringing myself back into the circle of being with women in a strong group and also contributing what I can towards my family and now my baby, or my first baby.
And you're having a little boy.
Yes. And
I'm
he's
super excited.
He's due super close to Christmas, but since I am a diabetic my whole life, we are going to get induced probably the first or second week of December.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm super excited to have you back in our Dynamite unit. I can't imagine you not being a part of my Mary Kay family. And I'm very, very yes. excited, Vanessa, to just watch you soar. I know your pink ring is going to be a done deal. I know your kickoff party's in a week from tomorrow. So the soonest you can give me addresses, start texting addresses to me. And then, you got a bunch of boxes today, didn't you?
Yes, I got 2 from FedEx today.
So yes. she got the big kit, and then she got the sample box. So are you blown away with how much stuff you got?
There's so much in there, so much. And I like, my aunt started selling Mary Kay when I was a little girl, and so I guess I've been around Mary Kay since I was probably the early 90s. So it's been cool seeing the transformation and the excitement when she would get her boxes and she would let me help her do her inventory. And now I get excited now, when I get my boxes. So when I got my big boxes being delivered today, I was really excited.
Good for you. And you guys, for those of you who don't know, they took the satin hands out of the kit, which is not a bad thing because what they included instead was a full-size set of microderm, which is way more expensive, and a full-size charcoal mask. And all the CC cream stayed, and the skincare set stayed. So Vanessa got a lot more in her kit than what we normally get. So it's exciting to see that. And you guys know that And I'm going to share this with you in just a quick minute that they are, they have extended that. They've extended it into October, which I didn't know, which is why Vanessa joined on September 30th, because I thought it was ending along with everybody else who thought it was ending. So Vanessa, I'm thrilled to have you back, and a package went in the mail today with your starter pin and some training material and stuff.
Thank you.
So
I'm very excited.
Congratulations. I'm super excited to have you back. I do want to do a quick shout out to all of our people with over a $300 week. Sandy Mueller with a 310 week. Congratulations. Jen Goss, 333. Connie at 320. Congratulations. Carrie McCurdy at 480. Yay. Congratulations. I know a whole bunch of you. Trisha had 108. Merlina 132. Kim had 164 and 4 new faces. So I appreciate you guys. Please make sure you post your sales in the weekly accomplishment sheets, because I hired a new virtual assistant who will be sending out a weekly email with all the recognition. So you do not want to miss that. Speaking of training, who has downloaded the boards app and has our boards on their phone? Oh my gosh, isn't that wonderful to just like open the folder called October and all the flyers are right there. I will be now adding a folder called before and after photos, and they're going to be just product pictures of before and after on people's skin. Then there'll be another one that'll have product photos, not to replace what's in digital images from the company, but sometimes I'll have pictures that are just slightly different with a woman's face, because I don't have to worry about model press releases and all the stuff the company has to do. But if there's stuff that's not on boards that you'd like on boards, text me. I started moving a few of my videos from YouTube that are like the ones when somebody says, what's the video of you how to book leads? So I have sent you guys that so many times. So now I've loaded that in there. So please let me know what you'd like to see. I'm adding more and more. There are scripts in there. And if you want to become a live Facebook party expert, everything that Jen Bessaker does is in Jen's folder. So Jen Bessaker sent me everything she does, how to post in the Facebook groups, what to post, what to say, how to set up the page, what to do with the hostess. Jen sent me like 10 folders. So if you click on the thing that says Jen B's Facebook parties, there's like 10 folders inside that folder. So if that's your gig, now, if that's not your gig, don't feel like you have to do it the way if that's not your forte, find out what is your forte and run with that. Does that make sense? Okay, and if you don't have the boards app, you want to make sure that you take it from the link, not search for it, because when you look at yours, you want to make sure it has the 3 little heads to the right. When it says Dynamite, you know what I'm talking about? Because that means it's live updated. Every time I add to it, your app will be updated. If you don't have those 3 little heads next to the name of Dynamite unit of prestige.
Sounds so funny.
What?
You need to have the 3 heads. Sometimes I feel like I have 3 heads. Yes.
No, but do you all know what I'm talking about, or do I need to show you? Are you all good? So when you guys see this that says Dynamite Unit of Prestige, do you see to the right of that how there's a little silhouette of 3 gray heads? That means mine is live, meaning that when I update it, it'll be automatically updated there. If you don't have the live one, you might have just searched for it, in which case yours won't be updated. So as soon as I add something, you won't know that I've added anything. So just make sure you've got the right one. And again, if there's stuff on there that you want to see, please let me know, and I'm happy to do everything I can to post it on there. And if you see something that you think would be great, send it to me. If you see some great clip art of holiday or whatever. All right, so I'm going to share with you guys. So if you haven't already heard, the body care set did sell out. The spray with the lotion is gone. What is expected to sell out in the next 48 hours is the men's body wash. And I heard 1, possibly 2 of the sparkled shadows. I don't know which color. This is in the top director feed of the trip winning directors. They all talk and somebody calls somebody at the corporate. But two of the 3, for sure 1, but probably 2 of the 3 are going to sell out. So with that said, the company is realizing maybe they under forecasted, you think? So they're launching new product. Now, this wasn't going to launch until November, but I'm about to show you guys all the new stuff. This is officially launching on the 11th, which is Monday. So let me find the actual picture.
Monday's the 9th.
Monday is the 9th. What'd I say?
You said the 11th.
Okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, so it's whatever Monday is, the 9th. Thank you for that, Lori. I appreciate you keeping me on my toes. All right, so here's what's coming out new, you guys. So you guys will hear about all this on the night of the 6th, which I guess is on Friday. They'll let you know, but I'm letting you know now. All right, so this is all about to launch. Can you guys all see these pictures? Can everybody see these pictures? Somebody nod or something. Okay, great. So let's go with what the first product is. So the first product is this little compact. The compact is the 60th anniversary eyeshadow palette. It's got a really cute top, like the top of the compact is like a hinged compact, and it's got 4 shadows and a mirror in the top. It's got pink diamonds, it's got iconic pink, it's got legacy lilac and burgundy crown. So these 4 shadows are in there. It'll retail for $32. So if
Do
you
we
think
know
about
if
it,
they're matte or shimmery? Do we know?
I don't know because we haven't even seen these. My guess is from looking at these that they're all matte.
They look matte.
Based on these piles of powder. But Lori, the reason, Lori, we don't have these is because these were supposed to go in our buzz kit, which will be here in a week. Well, the company wasn't planning on launching these this early. So anyway, but if you guys think about it, typically our eyeshadows are a little smaller than this and they're 8. So if you look at that, that would be 32 if they got 4 shadows, and it's not in a compact. These shadows are actually a little bit bigger than what they normally would get. So it's actually a good price for that reason. Does that make sense? This will sell out. The next, so tell me what you guys like. Do you guys like it? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What's your favorite color? I've got this really, really pale pink. We've got the iconic darker pink. We've got the lilac and the burgundy crown. Do you guys have a favorite color?
They're all perfect for me. I've got green eyes.
Okay.
Lilac.
I'm excited about this because this is these pinks are really, really in right now. And I think they're going to look absolutely gorgeous. Okay, the next product is a lip crayon. It comes in 2 shades, and these are a velvety matte hue, and it's line and fill your lips. So notice the tip of it can be kind of sharp, so you can line your lip and then fill it in. The pink rose, I'm going to tell you right now, every time the company comes out with a good nude, it sells out, right? And so I'm just letting you know, for $18, this is a liner and a lipstick all in one. So it's called a velvet lip crayon. So this is going to be big. I'm curious, which do you guys like? If you had to pick one, would you go pink or would you go rose?
Rose.
Rose.
Rose?
Pink.
Rose.
Okay, type in the chat section so I can hear all you guys. So type in the chat, would you do pink or would you do rose? And I'm dying to see. Let's see what's on here. Let's see, what do you guys say? Wow, rose and pink. Okay, so we got 2 right at the starting gate. That's a tie. Rose. Ooh, rose is winning. Well, what's interesting is I like rose, but I'm so pale that sometimes I look like I'm dying. So I have to put something brighter on. So I might line it in pink, rose, and do visionary. Okay, so both. Lori goes both. Rose, pink, rose. Okay, so it's pretty close. All right, now I'm excited because nail polish has always been one of our best stocking stuffers. And so I'm actually going to merchandise some of my, sorry, there's like fire trucks and stuff going right by my house. I'm going to merchandise some of these with the Mint Bliss. So some of my Mint Bliss, I'm going to include this in the thing for 20, make it 22. And I'll just tie a different little bow on those. Like I'll put like a hot pink bow or a lilac bow around the snowman if I've included the, whatever you call this, nail polish. So
you know what's so cool is that those match the socks.
They do. They absolutely do. And I think those are going to be really fun. So when I get them, I haven't decided whether I'm going to take it out of the box, fold the box really tightly, put a sticky dot on it, and just tie the gloss, the nail polish to the outside of it, or if I'm going to include it inside. I haven't figured that out yet. But these, because of the price point, are going to be very popular. Now, here's what's interesting. There is this 60th anniversary collection bag. So this is $5 our cost. You can sell it for $5, but you don't get to purchase it unless you spend $50 on this stuff. So as soon as you spend $50 on this, you get to buy this. So if you ordered 3 of these, that's almost 100. And you ordered 3 of these, 2046, that's like 160, 170, 180, 190, 210, 220. So that would be about 220. So you'd be able to get 4 of these, 4 or 5 of these. Does that make sense? So when your order, when all of these accumulate 50, so if you're ordering and all of a sudden it comes up to $145, well, then order 1 more nail polish so you get an extra bag. I love having extra bags, especially when the promotion's over. What do you guys think of these new products? Are you excited? I'm just kind of excited because these are not like anything we have. They're not spa stuff. They're glamour.
You know, I have to say something. I have some Mary Kay nail polishes, and I kid you not, I still use them occasionally, depending on their color today.
Yep.
It's the product is quality.
Oh,
It's
the bags
very,
are always very, very well made.
very well made.
And so this is just, again, I got to be careful what I show you guys because not all this is for consultants' eyes, but okay, they're talking about pink weekend, turn Friday pink, number of transactions. This is interesting, you guys. These were the statistics from last year. So last year, independent beauty consultants with personal websites saw a boost in sales over the pink weekend. Typical Friday has 1,440 transactions. On Pink Friday, which is, Black Friday, like the day after Thanksgiving, 8,200. I don't know about you all, but that's a significant increase. And then look at the average order size. It went from 74 to 102. But when you have that many transactions at $100 each, woo, that's some serious cash. Okay, and then I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, this is so every time you guys order a miracle set, as soon as you hit 13, you are entered into the $100 Visa gift card. And so I have no idea how many each of you have ordered, but you can go online. It'll tell you exactly how many you have ordered. And if you're close, regardless, you just want to get there. So what I'm doing is I want to move the 4 miracle sets I have left over. And so I just reached out to some of my customers and I said, hey, just based on what I have on hand, it's buy one, get the second at half off, only based on what I have in stock. And so one of my customers says, do you have any day sunscreen with no SPF that's dry to normal? I said, actually, I have 3. She goes, I'll take them all. I'm like, okay. And I'm doing buy one, get one. So anyway, I'm excited about the new product. I think because it is makeup and everything else is more spa, body care, it'll complement very well things like our satin hands, satin lips, all of our regular line stuff. Right? So that'll all become available on Monday. And please do not whine when stuff sells out. I'm telling you all right now, it's all limited edition. What you want to be careful of is, though, you guys, don't tie up a lot of money in limited edition. I'm not encouraging any of you guys to spend thousands of dollars on this limited edition stuff, especially like the color compact. I don't want you feeling like you have all this and then you can't move it. I will tell you with those colors, however, if you don't sell them all for Christmas, that is the perfect color palette for spring. I will just say for Valentine's and for spring. And if you have 12 days of faves left over from last year, you could take out something and tuck in that compact in one of those boxes and update your 12 days of fave. You could even put a nail polish in your 12 days of faves. For those of you who've got the boxes, if you have any, add a nail polish to one of the squares, whatever. Yes, Jen Goss, do you have a question?
No, I think that I'm going to stock up for prom because I think that's a good color palette for prom.
I would absolutely agree with you. And it's going to look good on a lot of skin tones, African-American skin tones, Hispanic skin tones, ivory, beige. I really think those colors, even as pale as people, like as pale as me, as soon as I get my hands on them, I'll come on camera and show them to you guys. But the directors, they just shipped our buzz kits, so we don't have them yet. Anybody have questions or comments on the new stuff? Now, I don't know when it's going to be featured in the lookbook. It may not be in the lookbook until winter, because again, they weren't planning on launching this early. So you may not have it in a lookbook, but that's okay. You can, that honestly makes it even more special. So there should be by Monday pages on the product central sheet that'll help you promote those products. And I would just go live. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. So because it's happening soon, and because, some of people may have stretched for the star, whatever, I did learn that Janice will show that. She's going to show those tomorrow. So any clients that you can get on, you could pre-sell. And you could pre-sell them anyway. But we need pictures. We need pictures so we can pre-sell.
Okay, so with that said, I'm going to go on the top director Voxer group.
That would be good.
Because my guess is that somebody's already posting pictures because these gals, they don't wait for
that would be
dry.
good because, I was looking on InTouch and it would just be really nice.
Yeah. So what I will do is if I find pictures, I will put it on boards. And what I'll do is I'll maybe start a new folder that's called new product, which means it's limited edition. That you will never see regular line product in that folder called new product, but I will start a new folder called new product. And if I can get my hands on pictures today and tomorrow, I will start posting them.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. And that's the thing is that you guys just need to ask me. I just need to write it down on here, new product. And if you guys think of other things you would really like to have, I'm trying to put scripts on there and be really specific. So you guys can literally, if it's a texting script, you guys can literally hold your finger on it, copy and paste it into the person that you're sending it to. because that makes life really simple if you can just do that. Okay, anybody have any questions or comments? Where is the board info? Okay, so Boards is an app that you download for free, and then you go onto either our Facebook or you, what are you shaking your head for, Carrie?
For this country.
I can't hear you, babe, you're muted.
You lost this son, sacrificed his son.
I have it downloaded, but on your message on Facebook, there's no link.
Okay, so I sent out 2 emails. One went out yesterday, one went out the day before, that said, the one that went out on the 29th says open today for feedback and boards. And I included a survey because I was trying to get the whole unit to fill out a survey on what you would like to see on Facebook. So if you haven't seen it, please go on, open your emails from me over the last couple of days, and both of them have a link to boards. If you still can't find it, text me and say, can you send me the boards link? And I'll just text it to you.
Okay.
And once you have it on there, it's called Dynamite Unit of Prestige. That's all you need, is you just need that.
Right, I have that, but I couldn't find the link. But I haven't checked my email. It's been a really crazy week. But
so if you open Boards, Carrie, it already says Dynamite Unit of Prestige.
No, I saw it on your note on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, if you can't find it, just text me, you guys, and I'm happy to send it out.
Okay.
Anybody else have questions on boards or anything? Okay. Oh yes, Janine.
On that new compact, you said you can change the colors?
No, those colors are like glued into the thing.
Oh, they're glued in. Okay.
Yeah. But they're a little bigger than our regular shadows, and so my guess is that there's more product in them. So it's a good price point.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I mean, I would have loved it if it had been 29, not 32, but you know, I mean,
60 minutes.
Whatever. It's all good. Yeah, Sandy.
You're getting the compact free, so.
Yeah.
Well, 2 things. Number one, when you asked about those colors, they're perfect because being matte, they go along with the eyeshadows, the glittery eyeshadows. Second thing is, you mentioned earlier, when you do the Boards app from the desktop, you make sure you do one kind of app, so you get the little circle.
So what you do is you have to download Boards either on your computer or on your phone.
I did.
Once you have the Boards app, then you click on the link that I can send you, or it's on the email or whatever, and that then gives you my boards, which will upload to your app.
Okay. Well, yeah, I sent you a text about asking if you could send me the link.
Just text me again tonight, babe, and I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody else have questions, or can I go to jump on next thing? All right. So let's talk a little bit about events that are coming up. So you guys, here's the deal. I asked you in the beginning of the meeting, who's busy? Everybody raises their hands. I get that. So let's look at, if you have a sales goal of 1,000 or 2,000, or you want to be crazy like me and go for 5,000, you have to work strategic. I'm going to tell you right now, a 5,000 retail month for me isn't going to just happen. Like, I have to go make it happen. What do I have control over? Not how much they buy, not whether people return my call, but I do have control over how many people I reach out to every day. If I offer them a gift with purchase, the September special deals, you all know about the September special or October special deals. You all know about that, right? Does anybody not know how to get those flyers? Let me know. All right, so we're on our Facebook page, all right? If you scroll down, of course, here's the beautiful scarf, and it's got a little gold tag on it that is sewn onto the scarf that's got the Mary Kay name on it. And this beautiful scarf, that's like the craze right now, is just to leave them flowy and hanging, not tying in knots, not wrap around your neck 10 times. The trend for fall is just leave them flowing, and just gorgeous. So that is the beautiful gift that you get when you do 600 this month. And of course, when you add a team member, you get to also do, and it's an agreement, you guys, it's just adding a team member. So I'm really looking for at least 10 of you guys that can add one to your team this month. And there's women out there, trust me. So $100 days. My assistant is now, this virtual gal I just hired. All you've got to do is post your $100 days below or enter them on the weekly accomplishment sheets, and you will be recognized in our weekly newsletter. Now, this is really important if you look at this calendar. All right, there's a red event on Monday. If you are a red jacket, or you've got 3 on your team, whether they're working, they're in a coma, they're excited, they're not, whatever, you get to come onto this event. So if you've got 3 on your team, please mark this on your calendar for Monday night to be a part of our red event. Okay, let's look at what this upcoming Wednesday is. This upcoming Wednesday is a masking event. So not only is Janice going to show the new product, and she probably physically has it because she's a national, so she gets everything. So she will not only have the product, but she's also going to feature all the masks that Mary Kay makes. The biocellulose, the charcoal, the gel, like you name it. So what I would do is I would say to your customers, oh my gosh, Kim, I need 5 people on so I get training credit and I get a gift from my director. Could I count on you to jump on tomorrow from 6 to 7? You don't even have to have clothes on. Just make sure you type in the chat that you're my guest. Could I count on you? And she'll say, I'll try. And you say, oh, don't say that. I'll try. That's not a word. You're either going to be on or you're not. So I just need to know if I can count on you. And you get 5 people to say yes, probably 4 will jump on. The average woman spends $40 to $50. So you guys want to have a $200 night tomorrow? Get 5 people on. It's that simple. So you notice there's 4 Wednesdays in a row. Skincare is the next week, then another pop-up event of product, then skincare. So when you guys see those skincares, like Vanessa lives in a rural area now. If she knows that that's a skincare night and it's a little over a week away, who could she reach out to and say, oh my gosh, I know you were on Mary Kay Skincare 2 or 3 years ago, but the new skincare has just launched. If I send you a sample, notice I said that, if I send you a sample, would you jump on the skincare class? It counts as part of my training. If Vanessa got 6 people to say yes to her and she mailed them all a sample of the skincare, she could have 6 guests on here. She could have $1,000 night or a $500 night. And she's not doing any of the work. She could be resting and napping on the couch. I mean, whatever, right? And you guys, these are also great if you don't know a lot about the product and you want to learn about product, by all means, jump on, like the masking one. Now, notice every Thursday is a sharing event. There is also 2 other events. One is Giftology, which Lori's going to share about in just a minute. And then this is when the call is with Ann Newberry. So you don't want to miss that. So it's all the orders that get placed through the night before get invited to this. So Lori, do you want to tell us a little bit? I can get out of this and go to the next thing here. You can.
Oh, thank you.
So
thank you. If you could show us that, that would be fabulous.
Okay, so we've got on here the masquerade. So this is tomorrow night. And now not only is Janice going to show all these masks, you guys, she's got the sheet mask, the pink clay mask, because after a while, it's like, well, I don't know what mask I need, but masks, I would say, are one of the most popular stocking stuffers to get for Christmas. So when a mom comes to you, say, okay, tell me about who you're buying this for. Does she need charcoal? Does she want biocellulose? Does she need pink? Does she need sheet face masks? And this is also translated into Spanish. So we've got the English, we've got the Spanish, and then this is Brittany Wirt. If you guys have not heard her story, it's pretty mind-blowing. She was married, her husband had an affair in her 20s. I mean, it's just like she's now remarried. It's crazy. Anyway, then the following week, Wednesday the 11th, this is the skincare. And again, Janice will talk about the 3D and repair plus the charcoal plus the microderm. Anyway, so you guys don't need me to flip through all these. So these are all the different events that are going on. Lori, let me pull up the Giftology. And did I put it in here? Maybe I didn't put Giftology in here. I don't know that I posted that, Lori. I apologize. Lori, do you want to tell us about Giftology anyway?
I think you did.
I could have sworn I did, but.
Yes.
No, this is all Spain.
I think it would have been after that, wouldn't it? Have been
yeah.
More that.
Yeah, I don't think so you guys, if you take this link right here, this is going to give you the September special deal. So you guys want to go down farther. This is the link you want to save in your phone forever, because every month what this link does changes. So if you just save this one link, every month when you click on it, it'll give you the new month's stuff. So you don't want to keep this one. You want to go to this one. That's the one that you want to save in your notes in your phone so that you're able to find it. All right. So Lori, why don't you tell us about Giftology really quick while I go find the flyer? How's that?
Okay, great. So Giftology is something that a couple of nationals have gotten together to do. I don't know how many national areas are invited, but a lot. So what we do is each consultant chips in $10, and what the nationals do is they buy amazing prizes. I mean, give some examples, Diane. I mean,
oh my gosh, they have like an espresso machine. They have $100 gift cards and $50 gift cards on Amazon. They have Kate Spade jewelry. They have like crazy, like
it's like Christmas for your clients.
Exactly.
Clients get to come free, but it does require a registration. So you want to be sure that you are registered so that your clients, when they come on, they are covered. And it's a little bit participational, but I think the main thing, and this is how I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it as a real kickoff for my clients for holiday. I mean, not just that, but there it is. There it is. Okay.
Sorry, it took me forever to find it. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. So it's these two young nationals, Kristen Sharp and Brittany Jenks. And of course, Janice is
crashing it.
Yes. But they're going to have look at the fabulous stuff they're going to be giving away. So what you do, you can use the QR code that will take you to the registration, and then you it says, consultants and directors will give $10, and then once you get on that, then you will have visuals that you can send out to your clients.
Right. So what you're saying, Lori, is once they paid the $10 and all the money is given away, you guys, legal is even approving this event. No money is being made on this event. They're taking every dime and they're giving it all away. So if they have 600 people on or 1,800 people, I think last year they had over 1,000 people on, they'll post, here are the 10 winners. And so if you have a guest on, so this is what Cleta decided to do. Rather than give this away to your customers, right? By the way, you have to get registered before October 19th. And you tell them now that it's Sunday, October 22nd. You let them know when it is, because it's 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that's a Sunday night at 5 p.m. dinner time. So you say to the guests, oh my gosh, there's this incredible thing. I'm limited to how many guests I can have on. I'd love for you to join. The giveaways are insane between Amazon, Nespresso machines, Kate Spade, like high-end stuff. Would you like to be one of my 5 guests? Let me know and type me back the word giftology. And if they text you back the word giftology, then send them the link, because then you know who's going to be on. If you just put it out on your Facebook page and invite everyone, gang, I'm going to tell you now, you'll be scrolling through all those names trying to figure out, is she my guest? Is she my guest? Like, it'll be comical. So you don't want to do that. You want to ask them in advance. Go ahead, Lori.
Oh, that's a great idea. So ask in advance, get their sort of reservation. You could say, I can invite however many you can invite. And then, so they, I don't know how they select the names, Diane.
Oh, they do. They have like a random ticket, like a
random picker or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's going to be live on YouTube. So correct. Anyway, once you register, it will have the information. So
it'll send you the link, and it'll also give you a flyer, because this is not the flyer you would send to a customer. This has got way too much information. It explains how to register. It's got a QRL code. The one to send to the guests is much nicer than this. It looks like a guest. So you guys don't want to wait until the last minute to register. Register tonight. It's $10. You tax write it off. You will get phenomenal gift wrapping ideas, but then you'll get the flyer. And then you can start your list and say, okay, if your goal is to have 12 people on, you probably need to invite, 30 people to get 10 or 12 on. So it's like, who would those 30 people be? It might be the people. Here's what's fun. Let's say Kim was my sister, and let's say Deloise was my cousin. If I'm going to buy Christmas presents for them, I want them on this, because if they're on my Christmas list that I'm going to buy a gift for anyway, I want to know what they'd like. Well, if Kim's on and she's like, oh, Diane, God, I would die for a couple of those compacts, or I would love that body care set or whatever. Well, I was going to buy her a Christmas present anyway. So it's really cool if I have people on in my life that I'm probably going to buy gifts for, because it helps me know what they want. Or if you know anybody who's got staff buying, but very, very creative ideas. Would you not agree, Lori?
Absolutely.
Okay. Anybody have questions on this event? I think, Carrie, some of you were on the event last year. Do you want to share anything? Any of you guys that did the event last year? I think Carrie was on it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was on it. It's just they have all kinds of great ideas. It's a great place to check it out. And I would suggest inviting people that, shop a lot.
That's a great tip, Carrie. I like that. Anybody who likes to shop. This other thing that's fun is that if people want to get on the inside scoop, because this is October. And so you might say, oh my gosh, here's a chance for you to get in on the inside scoop of like what's hot, what's not for the holidays. People just like that. And so the other thing you could do is you could do your own customer drawing, and you could say, I'm giving away a box of sheet face masks, because y'all know, I don't know about you all, but I ordered 75 boxes of them, so I'm excited. So you could offer them, tell them you're giving away a box of those just to your guests that text you Giftology that you send the link to that jumps on. If they jump on and they type in the chat, I'm Diane Covington's guest, then you know they're your guest and you enter them. You have your own private drawing. Or if you've got product to move, if you guys have got extra pink clay sheet face masks, or you guys have got something you want to move, offer that as the gift. But this is going to be really, really popular.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea to have your own incentive. Have your own incentive.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So anything else you guys have questions on? So as far as working this week and this month, it's really being strategic. You guys know in advance from looking at the calendar what 2 weeks are skincare parties. You know which 2 weeks are the either masquerade or the other product one. So you guys know all this in advance. So looking at that and look at your schedule. And if that's the day that you've got kids soccer or grandkids coming over, whatever, work strategically and say, okay, so I know that Vanessa's new, but if Vanessa says, well, I'm not feeling well, but next Wednesday, I want somebody on the skincare class. Okay, so you've got a week and a day. Who could you drop off samples to? Who could you mail samples to? Who have you, Kim, Janine, Jen, Carrie, who have you guys sent packets to that haven't jumped on something? I have 3 ladies that right now I have sent packets to. Her, and her. None of them have scheduled an appointment with me because they're just like random people that I met or an ex customer or whatever. And they're like, oh, I'd love to get samples. So now I sent them and I'm going to call them all tomorrow morning and say, I need to know if I could have you jump on next Wednesday. You already got your samples. Could you jump on? Because again, if Janice is going to do the work, why would you guys not want to have guests on? You could actually, so here's another thought. Let's say Kim decides she's going to be super, super smart. And Kim next Wednesday, she's going to have 5 people around her kitchen table. So she's got 5 people around her kitchen table. She's got an iPad or a tablet or a laptop. She's got Janice on Zoom. And so she's there. She's quiet. She's squirting while Janice is talking, handing them washcloths. Janice is doing the work. Kim is just there with her kitchen table, dispensing stuff. She's typing in the chat all of her guests' names. So they're all in the drawing. But Kim might also have 4 people on who have packets. You could have 10 faces in one night, you guys. 5 around your kitchen table, 5 on virtually, 10 faces in one night. Now, here's the deal. When you do that, the key is what? What's the key? Who knows what the key is when you have 10 people on?
Follow up.
Who said follow up?
Oh.
Sandy Moeller and Kim. I should give you both a prize for that. That's exactly it. Because, gang, you all can have 10 guests on and then go, yay, I have 10 guests on. And then you take the next 2 days off. Well, you can do that. But if you follow up with each one by texting them, I saw you were on tonight. Please make sure you send me your hashtag party board or text me your 3 favorite items or whatever. Does that make sense? Because it's all in the follow-up. When I hear a consultant say that she had a party and she's waiting for people to send her their orders, it makes my hair want to stand up on end because it's like, no, guys, you can't wait for them to contact you for your order.
What does Jen Bessiker do? She gives a prize if they fill out their hashtag party board and text it to her in the half hour right after.
Correct.
Remember? She still does that, I think. I don't know.
She does do that. So the other thing I wanted to share with you guys. So my closing sheet was not updated until yesterday. So I'm going to throw you back on Facebook for one quick second. So on Facebook, when you scroll down, hold on a second, I passed something up here that's important. Okay. So we had 2 different calls. This is Crystal Trojanowski, which it cracks me up how she's got gray in her hair because she's super young, but she probably put that gray in there just
to make her look older.
To make her look older. I know. Gotta love it, man. So when you have 300 in by the 15th, there is a call that is on the 17th. So 2 days later, you get a whole hour of training or 45-minute worth of training with Crystal Trojanowski. Here's an opportunity, you guys, to be trained by one of the top trainers in the company. So this is if everybody who has 300 wholesale in by the 15th, I will be sending you a link. They send the link out on the 16th, the day before. Don't ask me why, but it's at 7 o'clock. It's the same time as our meeting. I realize that there's nothing I can do about that other than it will be recorded. But if you qualify for that, you can always jump off our meeting and then I record our meeting and jump back on. Okay. And then of course we also have Ann Newberry's call. So you have both of those that you can qualify for. But I did want to share with you one other thing. My closing sheet, there's many options. There's a gazillion closing sheets out here. Here's one of them. Notice the repairs on here. Notice this miracle set sheet has the eye cream included. Do you guys see how that set is $150? but it doesn't normally come with an eye cream. What I'm doing is if they buy one of these, they get anything on the bottom row for half price. If they buy either of these and Microderm to make it an ultimate repair or an ultimate miracle, they get one of these items for free. Now you could do it. You could be more generous and say, buy one of these, you get one item for free. Buy the Microderm, you get 2 items for free. You guys can do whatever you want, but that's how that sheet is set up so that the bottom set could be either a half off item or a full a gift. Does that make sense? Now, on this one, I did this last night where I just popped this other one in. It does not have the eye cream with it because I thought you guys would be giving too much away. So if somebody does 4 sets for $199, if I made this $150, you're really giving a lot of money out of your pocket. And I didn't want to do that. So what I'm doing is if they buy the miracle set, the day of the party, I'm allowing them to get the eye cream at half off. Only the day of the party. They call me 4 days later, no. But if they get it the day of the party. So this is updated now. These are posted on Facebook. They will be added to the boards app. Other than that, this sheet is exactly like the old one was. It's just I swapped out the miracle set and left it at $116 without eye cream. If you guys want me to add eye cream, I can. I was just, because of these price breaks down below, it ends up being more expensive. And if they don't want the roll-up bag and they say, well, I don't want the roll-up bag. And I say, would you rather have an eye cream instead? I'm totally happy with giving you an eye cream at half off or whatever. So both of these closing sheets are on Facebook and they will be added to our boards app. Okay. Nobody has questions
for doing that.
I'm just going to spend the last 5 minutes on facial boxes. So we talked a little bit last week about facial boxes. So here's what I will tell you. Facial boxes are a great source of leads. You do have no control over who puts their name in it, but you do have control over how many you put out. So does anybody know Mary Kay's magical number? How many does Mary Kay tell you that you have to have out as a minimum? Okay. What are you saying? 30? 30, Kim? Oh, I like the way you think, babe. Big. I like that. So Mary Kay always says you can't put out 1 and pray. Well, you can, but it's not very effective. So typically you want to put out a minimum of 5, ideally 10. But I know that if some of you thought you had to put 10 out, you'd go, I can't put out 10. Who am I going to put 10 out with? So grab a piece of paper really quick. I'm going to help you brainstorm about where you're going to put your first 5 boxes. Now, you will see on boards and on Facebook by the end of tomorrow, everything you need, the little slips to fill out. And Carrie McCurt, if you'd send me your little slip thing, I need another one because the one I have is not that good. It's really blurry. So if you'll send me your little registration slips that you string on the ribbon, that would be awesome. So you guys, I will put up there some different signs. If you need boxes, let me know because I bought a bulk of boxes from a company in LA. So I do have facial boxes. I don't buy the ones from MK Connections because a lot of mine get tossed and theirs are $12 each and I don't want to spend that kind of cash. Mine are $1.25 each, which is, a little more in the budget. And I think Carrie held hers up last week. It's like the black, pink, and white polka dots. So let's talk about where you would put these. Where do women hang out? So I'm going to give you a couple ideas. Tire repair places and oil change places, not the places you stay in your car. I'm talking about the places where you leave your car and then you go into the waiting room. Okay, nail salon is brilliant. Thank you for that, Janine. Nail salon is a perfect place. That's probably one of my #1 places. Also, tanning salons is another really good place. Okay, also hair salons. Now, if it's a salon that sells skincare, they might not let you do it. But if you put it on the station of who does your hair, that's another option. All right, so hair salons, nail salons, tanning salons where tires get repaired, oil change. Local coffee shops is brilliant, Vanessa. And what I love about the local coffee shop is I will approach the coffee shop like States Coffee here in Benicia. I asked them and I said, if I bought a $10 gift card, would you match it? Because I want to do a drawing here in your store. And he goes, absolutely. So my drawing says register to win $20 gift certificate at States Coffee, skincare and pampering session with a charcoal mask with Mary Kay. And so it's on the box. So whoever my grand prize winner will get the gift card plus the makeover. Everybody else just gets the pampering. Local coffee shops. I love that. Waxing salons is a brilliant idea. Trisha, thank you for that. Vanessa says small food spots that have huge family traffic, especially after sports. Absolutely. Donut shops. Oh, I almost forgot. Donut shops are great because parents go in to get the big box for their kid's birthday at school. Donut shops are another good one. Hair salons, nail salons. We already did all those. Even a local jewelry store. Now, as far as restaurants go, here's been the interesting thing. I used to have a consultant. She's now retired. She's in her 90s now. But back in the day, she lived in Bakersfield, and there was really one super high-end Italian restaurant in town. She got a gold frame. This is just what she did. And in this gold Baroque frame, because it was an Italian nice restaurant, she put, please register for a skincare and like skincare spa session with charcoal mask or microdermabrasion treatment. Fill out the slip, congratulations, or something. And she put this gold framed mirror in front of this little cute box. So the box and the mirror were separate. So it was a frame of 5x7 sitting on the thing. Next to it was a box with a pen and a thing. And she said her and her husband would go to dinner there probably almost once a week. She would put it in the bathroom, the women's restroom, when she would go there for dinner. After the 2 or 3 hour dinner, she would pick up the box and take it home with her. Sometimes she'd leave it there. She said she never got a ton of leads, but really sharp leads. Like she'd get 2 or 3 leads every single week, week in and week out. All right. So if you guys don't have 5 ideas down yet, I'm going to ask you guys, think of your number 1 or number 2 customer. Who's somebody who spends a lot of money with you? Who has bought product from you? And then my question to you is, do they work? Oh, I almost forgot. One of the best places is Teacher's Lounge. I love, love, love putting them in a Teacher's Lounge. Because the teacher's break room, oh my gosh, you guys, if it were me, I would attach a small hand cream to it and say, try me, but don't take me. You could even tie a hand sanitizer to it and say, spray me, but don't take me. Teachers lounges. Oh, another one is nursing homes where the caregivers, like they have an employee lounge where the caregivers eat, you know, like the skilled nursing homes and like the Aegis and you guys know what I'm talking about, right? The country club lifestyle for elderly people. What do they call those? Not nursing homes.
Retirement homes.
Retirement homes, senior living. Yeah, those places are great. So you guys got to think about, where do your customers work? Because here's the deal. If Marina was one of my customers and she's a nurse, and I said to her, Marina, you know what? I would love to give you a ton of free product. Would you like that? Okay, you guys, unless she's hit her head, no one's going to say, no, I don't want free product. She's a customer. So she goes, well, of course I'd love free product, Diane. What do I need to do? And I said, well, you're a nurse, right? And she goes, I am. And I said, well, would you like to take this and leave this in the nurse's lounge? And for every slip that goes in here that either books an appointment with me or purchases anything, I'll give you $5 of free product. And she's like, are you kidding? And I said, no, talk it up to your friends. And so she's going to go to work and go, you guys, at the end of the shift, everybody put your name in this box. It's Diane, my Mary Kay girl. She's super sweet. She's super fun. Put your name in the box. So 10 of her friends sign up. That's just free product. The more free product I give Marina, the more excited she's going to get to keep that box. So the staff lounges at schools, at companies, nursing lounges, all of those are huge. Does everybody have at least 5 places they've got written down? Does anybody not have 5? Now you're probably going to have to ask maybe 9 or 10 to get 5 to say yes. Does everybody have at least 9 or 10? And some of you might just do customers and go, man, I got enough customers. I'll just use customers. But as you guys, I just thought of another one because I just went there last week and I was actually really proud of myself because I was chicken to go in. I know you guys are thinking, really, Diane? But I was chicken. I go, I don't know. Because it was at a daycare and I don't have little kids. And I figured they're going to go, why is that old lady in here? So I went in with a facial box, but here's what I did is I went in with a bunch of goodie bags and I said, hey, I'm doing appreciation of moms. And I said, I've made a goodie bag for every single mom. I don't know how many families you have that use this place. And she said, well, we right now have 16 families who have their kids here. And I said, well, I'm happy to make 16 goodie bags. Would it be okay if I left this facial box here and they can register for a facial if they'd like some pampering? Absolutely no cost. And she goes, well, of course. And I said, okay, well, let me leave the box and I'll come back tomorrow with the 16 goodie bags. So I left the box and I said to her, the staff is welcome to put their names in too. So one of the staff members put her name in because the next morning I went back with 17 goodie bags and I got a little tiny basket, no bigger than like 5x7. I put it on the counter and I put on there, please only take one for every mom. And I know they're not all going to be moms. And I know that's probably politically incorrect, but I just put that on the sign anyway.
So Diane, what were in the goodie bags?
So what's in the goodie bags is, thank you, Lori, is a business card, how to use the charcoal mask instruction, charcoal mask sample, a lip gloss dot, and 2 pieces of candy. The pieces of candy were more to fill up the bag, to be honest with you. So I put in there peppermint and butterscotch, my business card, the instructions, charcoal mask, and a lip gloss dot or a lip dot. And it didn't matter which one. I just picked something new. Some of the gals are going to be African-American. Some are going to be Asian. Some are going to be Caucasian, whatever. And so I put all of those in the goodie bags. They just get one. Okay. But you guys, I will tell you, facial boxes are a great passive way to get leads. One of the things we're going to talk about next week, because I just took a class with $2 million directors this morning, they use Facebook birthdays to generate leads. They don't do facial boxes. They don't do booth events. They typically use Facebook birthdays. So we're going to talk about that next week. We'll be doing a little training segment on Facebook birthdays. So don't feel like you got to jump ahead of the bandwagon. But it's another way to incorporate your business. So in closing, here's the deal. Holiday stuff is selling out. New product will launch on Monday. If you guys get a hold of any holiday boutiques, let me know if you want help. I do have 6 holiday boutiques, and I would like to take a different consultant to each one. So if any of you are interested, reach out to me. You can come to one, but I'm hoping to have 6 different people at 6 different boutiques. And when you sell at boutiques, we are allowed to sell at boutiques if it's merchandise to sell for the holidays, not just like eye makeup remover. And speaking of which, I actually have a request. Does anybody know where you can get from the video those strips of sticky little diamonds that you put around the top of the micellar waters or the top of the mask or the eye makeup removers? Does anybody know where to buy that?
I found them at the dollar store.
Yeah, be careful. They're
Yeah.
not always good.
Uh-huh.
But Michael's has them by the rolls.
Oh, so Michael's, but isn't that only a little skinny strip of 2?
Nope. I have like 20 different ones, but no, they have them.
I've gotten some at Joann's, but
they have the wide one.
Okay, so you
are they already ready to stick on, or you have to hot glue them?
No, you use a glue gun.
Do you use a glue gun?
Buy stick-on ones. I have both. But
and which do you prefer, Carrie?
The stick, as long as they're good stick-on ones, I've gotten them from the dollar store and the stick doesn't work anymore, which you just use a glue gun. Oh. But I've also gotten from the craft stores, there's just sheets. And sheets those actually work really good. But they're not cheap.
So are you talking about a sheet like it'll come like an 8.5 by 11 sheet and you cut it out?
Okay. Hold on.
Or smaller.
Hold on.
But you can cut like they're all in rows and they're all connected. And you can cut, as many as you want.
When the company showed that video of the eye makeup remover in the micellar water with the headband, I would buy that. Like to me, the eye buys, that's going to be a huge seller.
Yeah.
I love the bathtub one.
While Carrie's getting that, let me tell you guys, I'm going to do at least 2, possibly 3 holiday boutiques.
I have some.
In Venetia. Oh, go ahead, Marina.
It's right here. Yeah, those are them.
Okay.
Some are bigger, some are smaller.
And Merlina, where did you get those?
Dollar Tree.
At Dollar Tree. Okay. And Carrie, what are those?
Yeah.
They're just they're strips. And you just cut them.
And where'd you get those?
And they're sticky.
Where'd you get those?
These were probably at Joann's or Michael's, but see, I have like every color.
Okay, well, I need to go I need to go buy some of this because I got the skinny ones that are 2 rows, but if you go around the thing like 9 times, it looks really tacky. So I need to.
Yeah, no, they like I said, usually Michael's has them.
Okay, so I'd love for you guys to just be kind of thinking about maybe your signature gift. So every year I have a teenage signature gift, a men's signature gift, and then usually like 2 or 3 price points for women. And it's a signature gift that's wrapped very uniquely. So I'm actually going to go to Costco tomorrow while I'm in Concord and look for socks for men, some really masculine, warm, fuzzy, maybe even like a slipper sock, because I bought 30 of the men's shower body wash, and I want to put that with socks because I just figure like, I don't really want to put it with boxers because then I got to deal with sizes and I don't want to do all that. But I want to merchandise it with something. So I thought socks would be great. So I'm going to see what Costco has or Sam's Club, just to merchandise the men's. That body wash, you guys, is going to sell out in the next 2 days. And that stuff smells amazing. So I'm super excited about that. Carrie, what is that?
I love that too. Yes.
Carrie,
I love putting them in mugs.
It's a beer mug.
And is it the body wash and what else?
Of course.
Oh, it's just
water and wine.
The little paper they come in.
Oh, okay.
Threads.
Oh, got it. Got it. It's the 2 body
I
washes.
got these at the dollar store.
Yes.
The big beer
bought them
stein.
by the case.
Yeah.
And those are great, you guys, for $1. Like that's.
Yeah, these are nice. These are heavy.
And I've even seen people buy the blue, like the blue marbles or the green marbles to put on the bottom so it looks like liquid or it looks
Jerry,
like
what did you put? What did you put for filler? I didn't see that.
It's just shred. It's gold and white shredding, and then that's the bag because that's the set one. It's just gold and white shredding.
So that's the set from last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys, I buys. If it looks good, it looks cute, you'll sell it. So, but I want to just say one thing in closing. I'm going to do at least 2 to 3 open houses here at my house in Benicia. You're welcome to bring people through just as long as they understand they're not buying my stuff. They're just seeing my stuff, but they're buying from you. I'm happy to do that. And then I'm going to do at least 3 virtual ones where I will have a Santa's hat on like we did before. It's 30 minutes. It's power packed. We'll do drawings. If it were me, every time a customer RSVPs to, I would put a hot chocolate or a hot cider envelope of stuff in the mail to them and say, here, make this right before you jump on, kind of as a fun thing.
But we will be looking for the dates of those because that's what we
before Friday comes, I will have dates and invitations out for all of that stuff. I just want to do it when it's not a holiday boutique. So I've got to look at the 6 boutiques I have. I just don't want to book one the same day and be in over my head.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So you guys, thank you for being on tonight. I'm excited about the new product. So I really want to challenge each and every one of you to get at least a party booked in the next 24 hours. Book a party, book either a skincare party, makeup party, book something, because the only way you're going to get to your goals is by putting product on faces. Because the more product you put on faces, then the more miracles that you order. And as soon as you hit 13, you're going to be in the company drawings. All right. And my goal is to add 13 unit members this month. So I'm committing to do minimum of 5. So if you're committed to adding, if you're committed to adding to your team this month, please let me know. And if you haven't registered for retreat and you really want to go, please reach out to me because we have, I think, 2 more openings for retreat and then it's going to be sold out. I mean, all the rooms are sold out, but I have room for 2 more people. All right, you guys, thank you for being on tonight. I appreciate each and every